Unit 2. Listening to. Activity A.
My guests today are Andrew Park from OPK Marketing and Hannah Nasser of Best Foot Forward Consulting. Thank you for being with us today.
Glad to be here.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about the changing business dress code. Andrew, let me start with you. For the last 10 or 20 years here in the United States, we've had a more relaxed attitude toward the clothing we wear at work, with some people even working in jeans. But is this relaxed attitude a thing of the past?
Well, it's not over, but I think it's fair to say it's on the way out, and that more formal dress is definitely on the way in. Back in the 1990s, we really saw the trend of business casual catch on. Employees were allowed to ditch their suits and ties and formal skirts and blouses and wear more comfortable clothes in the office. For guys, it might be an open-necked shirt and cotton slacks. Women might wear a sweater with a long skirt. And even businesses that didn't go all the way to business casual started allowing employees to dress informally at least one day a week. Casual Fridays became the norm. I remember everyone looking forward to getting to wear what they wanted to on Fridays. Most workers thought it was great, and for a while, morale improved in many places. You know how it is with anything new. In the beginning, there's a lot of enthusiasm for an idea. Even employers liked the change. They thought of Casual Fridays as a kind of reward to give their employees at the end of a long work week. Dressing down on Friday would provide a bridge between the high-pressure work week and the weekend. They thought that if employees felt comfortable on Friday, it would increase productivity. But they found that this wasn't true. In fact, the opposite was true. Making employees more comfortable actually caused productivity to fall.
That's right. In fact, some supervisors noticed that on those Casual Fridays, employees seemed to work less and relax a lot more.
So, Hannah, do you think Casual Friday was a bad idea?
Well, of course it varies from one workplace to the next. Certainly some employees really enjoy a more casual dress code. One survey we conducted showed workers like Casual Friday because they save money on clothes and they like not having to worry about what to wear. But in some companies, casual dress has had a negative effect. Maybe not so much on the work the employees do, but on the way customers and clients see them. Let's face it, clients don't always feel that casual clothes are appropriate in a business setting. They're looking for a sign that people are professional, like they know what they're doing. And investors might be more cautious around casually dressed professionals. I recently heard an anecdote about a CEO who had a meeting with a possible investor. The CEO turned up in a t-shirt and jeans. The investor had been very interested in the company's products, really cool video games, but decided against putting up any money. Who wants to give their money to someone who looks like they could be hanging out at the mall?
Okay, so business casual is on the way out because it's led to a fall in productivity and a lack of confidence from clients and investors.
Yeah, that's part of it. Some companies clearly saw they needed a more formal look to keep investors and customers happy. But fashion trends always go in cycles. In the 50s and early 60s, the business uniform for men in the United States was a suit and tie. Working women wore a suit or a dress and jacket. The look was professional. Then, in the 60s and 70s, young people gave up that look. They connected the suit and tie with older people and older ways of thinking. They wanted a more natural, back-to-basics kind of lifestyle. The children who grew up during the 60s and 70s became managers in the 80s and 90s. They were the ones who accepted casual dress in the workplace. When one generation dresses formally, the next wants to be casual, and so on. That's the way fashion works.
So are you saying that this is all just part of regular fashion cycles? That what we wear at work doesn't really matter that much?
Yes and no. Yes, there will always be cycles. And no, I think what we wear does matter. Because what we wear is not only about looks, it says something about who you are. For some people, a casual look is associated with a certain careless approach to other things.
I agree. To many people, a sloppy look indicates careless work, not just a style of dress. It's a matter of attitude. As Andrew said, the way we dress tells people who we are. What we're noticing is that nowadays many young professionals in their 20s or 30s want to look good and be taken seriously. They're the ones going back to suits and ties and formal skirts. They want a clean, professional look. The trend is toward a more grown-up form of dress.
You're so right. In many places, casual Fridays are starting to fade, and there's a move towards dress-up or formal Thursdays or Mondays. Formal as in employees showing up in tuxedos, dress slacks, fancy dresses, even wedding gowns. And this move is not coming just from the CEOs. It's coming from employees as well. Sometimes looking good really is feeling good.
Okay, that's all the time we have, so we'll leave it there. I'd like to thank my guests who always look professional no matter what day of the week it is. Thanks for listening.